This is Greg Troutwine with Maritime Reporter TV. We're here in Hamburg, Germany at the SMM 2018, and we're very pleased to be joined by Asbjørn Hasselbacka of The Switch. And first and foremost, thanks for joining us.
Well, thanks for having us here. We are very happy to be here, Greg.
Absolutely. So, Asbjørn, just to start off, could you give your title and your area of responsibility?
My title is General Manager, and my responsibility is Operation Manager for the business or the unit we have in Norway.
So, The Switch is a well-known name within the maritime industry. But just for those who might not be in the know, can you give an overview of what exactly The Switch does?
Well, we are big in wind industry and has had a lot of projects there, but now we are moving into marine industry by having our marine drives and our generators and motors with permanent magnets, and we have more than 1,000 references out in the market on more than 150 vessels all over the world.
When you look at your reference list, is there a specific type that is more common, or are your units found across the board?
Well, we have a lot of offshore vessels. Okay. We do have that, but we are now seeing that we are also getting a much bigger introduction in other areas, like ferries, like shuttle tankers. We have a very nice big order that we are now working on in the factory for the TK.
Okay.
So this is a very good project for us, where we are having both passive rectifiers for propulsion and also DC hubs, so that they can use the energy and produce energy in a much more efficient way and have a very efficient vessel.
So, Asbjørn, obviously today the marine industry is under tremendous regulatory pressure, specifically to reduce emissions. How does this fit into the business plan?
Well, actually, this fits, our products and solutions fits perfect into this, because it helps the owners to use different energy sources and cleaner energy sources. They can use hydrogen if they want, they can use fuel cells, they can use solar panel, they can use any energy source can be connected to our DC hubs. And also, one of the most important things in my mind is that it's ready for energy sources to come in the future. Because do we really know what's going to be in 10 years? And there might be some energy source that we don't have that much experience with today. And with our DC hubs, they are prepared for that. And for me, this is a really important case, and to have greener vessels and to reduce the pollution all over. Because I really want to hand over the world to my daughter as a greener place. With less pollution. So I'm really doing my best with the products that we are having to convince the ship owners and the system integrators, by using our products, we are having a much better and greener world by having a much higher efficiency on our products and reducing the fuel consumption.
Okay. As you know, the maritime industry tends to be conservative in the solutions that they have and the solutions that they use. Do you run into any resistance on being not a newer technology, but a different technology than they've traditionally used? And I guess, how do you overcome some of those arguments that I'm going to do it the way I've always done it?
Well, we are seeing in Norway, we can see that a lot of the ship owners are interested in new technology, are moving forward. And also there's a lot of government funding that is helping the ship owners to do this. So that's one way, of course, that the government funding is there, so it helps them to invest in greener technology. And also the guys that are hiring the vessels are now putting up demand and saying, well, if you don't have a battery solution, you cannot do that. And what we are trying to promote, when we are in countries where they don't have the Norwegian government funding and Norwegian oil money, is that we are then trying to promote operation. And focus on operation cost, getting your operation cost down. It might be a bit higher with the investment, but looking at a couple of years, you will get your investment back. So we are talking about money. Everybody wants to be greener. There is no question about that. But if we don't make money at the same time, come on.
It's two types of green.
Yeah, there's two types of green, and we need to keep both happy. And that's what we want to do with our products.
I know you're excited about a new product that it just launched this year, if I'm correct, the electronic bus link. Can you explain specifically what the electronic bus link is, and more specifically what it does for a ship owner?
The electronic bus link, it's a product that helps us to connect different DC hubs, so that we can have a much better energy flow between the different DC hubs. If you have an AC switchboard, as an example, then you are not allowed in DP3 operation to connect the AC switchboard. If you have different switchboards, you need to have the bus tie open because of safety. If you have a critical fault one place, you need to be able to isolate that fault so fast because we have divers in the sea or something like that. With our DC hub and our electronic bus link, you are actually allowed by DNVGL to have a connected DC bus. And you can have the DC bus tie closed because it will disconnect within 10 microseconds. Then we're talking about 500 or 1,000 times faster than a standard breaker. So if somebody chops the cable between two different DC hubs, we will disconnect the cable within 10 microseconds. None of the drives will notice anything. All the batteries will be operating, all the motors will be operating, all the generators will be operating. Nobody will notice anything, and the safety of the crew on board and the people in the sea is kept. Because that is really important.
So with the electronic bus link, was this something that was demanded by the market or sought by the market, or was it something that you saw in the market that you could help to fulfill?
Actually, it's a combination. So I think it's very interesting that you're asking this, because we started the development of this product 2 years ago, but had a very slow process because we could not see any projects. Then 1 year ago, we were approached by the customer of the pilot installation. They were saying, well, we have this issue, we need help, we have too much running hours on our generators, the maintenance is too high, the fuel consumption is too high. Can we make a solution with a DC hub that allows us to get the fuel consumption down and combine it with batteries? We said, yeah, well, we have the perfect product for you. We have been working slowly on this, and then we speed up. So we, from the contract and to the pilot delivery, we used 1 year. That is very fast.
Ship owners are under regulatory pressure, but they're also under economic pressure. There seem to be some signs of life across various sectors. When you look at the market overall, where do you see opportunity today?
I think that there are many opportunities, but we have to see that the green solutions may come in many different ways. So we in the Switch we have one solution out of many solutions. And it might be suitable for some applications, for ferries, it's a very suitable solution. But for vessels going from America to Europe, this might not be the best solution. Then we need to find a different solution to make it greener. So I'm not saying that our product is the solution to the problems that we're seeing in the world, but it's one solution that is very suitable for a lot of vessels, but not for all.
I understand that you have a special relationship with TK. Can you expand upon your work with that company?
TK are now building in Samsung. They are building 4 new shuttle tankers, and this is really a new product, and with all the best latest new technology. So this is really a changer in the market for shuttle tankers, as I see it. Because if they built it according to the old standards, then the vessel couldn't be used in 5 or 10 years' time. So TK is really pushing us as a supplier to have the best solutions, to be able to meet the new demands and regulations that are coming. And our products and solutions are really helping them on that. Of course, we are not doing this alone. We have our customer is Wärtsilä. And we are doing this together with them, of course. But and we are very happy that they have chosen our products. But it is a project that we have been working on together with TK now for several years. So we're quite happy that we now have the project and it's running. So this is a quite interesting new way of looking at shuttle tankers.
Okay. So can you just give a scope of the product or a scope of the project by the number of ships or the number of propulsion units?
For propulsion, we are talking about eight propulsion units per vessel. We are talking about 4 vessels, and in addition, we have 4 DC hubs per vessel, where then you can have the boiler from the LNG to deliver energy. You have batteries so that you can have peak shaving, and you also then have emergency power available in the batteries. So and also for the cargo pumps, ballast pumps are all connected to the DC hubs. So you have a very good and efficient system with our drives for propulsion and also our drives in the DC hub.
Asbjørn, thank you very much for your time. This is a very busy show, and we appreciate your stopping by.
Well, thanks for having us here. I really enjoyed it talking with you, Greg.
Good.
So this was very interesting.
Great. This is Greg Troutwine with Maritime Reporter TV.